Hello, we are Ep8 and Bela. And here we are going to perform some improv for you as part of our Ep8 and Bela improv show. But first of all, we will need a word. So I'm going to use this canigetter.com and I'm going to click word. And it has given us. Can you read that,
Can't
Bela?
read that whatsoever. No.
Oh.
What? It looks. I don't know. M something.
That's right. There's an
Muppets,
no, no,
mothers,
no.
monkeys,
Well,
mariners.
uh, manners. You were very, very
Oh,
close with all of those. They were very, very similar, but manners is the word. So, manners. Thank you.
manners. Hmm. I have to just mention that the way that you're looking at your tea is absolutely 100% correct.
Oh, thank you, Madam Johnson. I just want to pass my first day at manners school because I've learned in everything that I'm supposed to be doing, and first of all is the looking at the tea.
Hmm. Frankly, I think that you might have come in with some type of special talent because normally when people come in here, they don't know what the heck they're doing. Notice the use of the word heck.
I hecking know how to use the word heck. It's, it's. Do you think I could have a accelerated entry into level 2 manor school? I mean, I wouldn't usually ask, but it's just, it's just that I have such good manners that I just feel that I could maybe just bypass some of these initial stages and just get straight to the main items at manor school.
Before I answer that question,
Mhm.
let me go ahead and pick up this butter knife. Not to show or demonstrate how to use it, but to rip out your lips, which keep making those sounds. Oh, and here they are. Hmm. Well, I guess you won't be making that mistake again in my school. Fling!
Well, it's just a pile of lips on the floor. I don't know who they belong to. Detective Johnson, do you think?
Yes. I look. I've seen this once before. I have to say.
No,
Yes,
you
yes.
think it's the lip stealer?
I know it's the lip stealer.
Oh, I mean, it was such an obviously named criminal that would do
Look,
this.
look, look, deputy, deputy. There's a pile of lips on the floor. Lips, lips. I mean, the key word here, the key description is lips. And so when there are lips on the floor, you take the next logical step. It's like a syllogism, or I don't know, philosophy 101, or if you ever watch Sesame Street, they get into this as well. But yes,
Oh,
yes.
do you know, Detective Johnson? I feel I'm learning such a lot,
So much, so
so
much,
much.
so much.
I mean, there was a puddle of urine over there in the corner, and that must be
No,
from.
no, wait, you didn't say that earlier. Then yes, of course, this is the pile of lips. Then, but that means if there's a pile of urine over there, you said a pile?
A
Not a,
pile, an
was it a
actual
pile or a
pile.
puddle?
No, well,
Am I
it's
getting confused? Is this a pile of lips and that's a puddle, or is this a puddle of lips and that's a pile of
they
urine?
mean the same thing. Calm down, detective.
No, I can't calm down because it's very different. You see, there's a puddle of urine killer, but there's also a pile of urine killer. And one is much worse than the other.
Well, I mean, they say that the perpetrator of the crime usually hangs around, so if one of them's much worse, they're probably outside right
Wait a
now.
minute! Wait a minute. You're right, they do say that. And if there's a puddle of urine back there and a pile of lips here, and there's only two of us, then that means one of us is the one killer, and the other one is the other killer. And I know which killer I am. That makes you the other killer.
And I know which killer I am, which makes you the other killer.
Okay, I'm gonna urinate on you.
Okay, give me those lips.
Well, Detective Jones, we have a pile of lips, a puddle of urine, and two dead bodies. I'd have no idea what to make of this.
You know, they say that the person who commits the crime always stays around where the crime was committed. So...
Do they stay around dead where the crime was committed, or do they just stay? Like, should we be looking in like the rafters? Should we be looking in the basement, or are the people who are dead suspected in their own deaths? I mean, like, did they kill them? I mean, is this suicide? Like, what's going? What I'm just all confused, frankly.
Well, it's not really as if you've ever watched Sesame Street, you would know that the way that this works is that the person who has the puddle of urine and the person who has the pile of lips is the person who killed the pile of urine and the person who killed the pile of lips.
Nope. I have watched Sesame Street, and that's not how it works at all. I'm gonna bring in the video.
Bert and Ernie sung this to me.
No. I'm gonna bring in the videotape, and I'm going to show you the Sesame Street. See, watch this. Here, I'm turning it on right now. Hey, boys and girls. So today we're gonna talk about, well, what to do when you need to go to the bathroom, and what do you do with your lips when you want to drink some water?
Hey, those are two completely different things. You don't want to mix them up because that will cause trouble.
No, so what do you do when you do mix things up? Well, let's see. Here, we have someone who needs to go to the bathroom.
Oh boy, I really need to go.
And then here we have me, and I'm really thirsty and want to use my lips to put around a bottle. Well,
the following show has been cancelled.
So detective, I guess we were both wrong because they really never got into the details there of like, apparently I just made up most of everything that I remember from childhood in my mind.
I mean, I misremembered it too. It's just I filled in the gaps, you know, where when they were saying about the lips and the urine, my mind just kind of...
You know, I'm taking this one step further, and I'm realizing that I might not even be a policeman, a detective, or anything, because I kind of remember that I trained in that field, but maybe I just made it all up in my head.
Do you remember a Sesame Street show that was kind of like police training? Hey kids! Do you know how to spot a murderer? Well, there's something that you should know. Murderers look like this.
I'm just a kid. I don't know anything, but I'm ready to learn.
There you go. And now you're almost a police person. Now you say, yeah, it's... I don't think I went to police academy either.
I'm beginning to feel really underqualified for this job. Really underqualified. I think I might have just had policeman fantasies.
Do you know, did you see the Sesame Street, the one that told you that you were a human being? hey, we're puppets, but you're a human being.
We're not creepy at all. We're puppets and we're controlled by strings. But you're not. You're a son.
You're not like us at all. If you're watching us now, you would know that you are a person.
And we're puppets. We don't kill people, but people are mean and evil. They kill other people. But don't be afraid because your parents would never kill you.
You know, I'm starting to doubt whether I'm a person at all.
I'm beginning to doubt if my parents ever loved me.
I
Did
think
you see that Sesame Street episode where the Cookie Monster just ate cookies and it was really happy? That's where I go whenever I doubt anything.
Cookie Monster.
You are eating my cookies!
War!
Cookie war!
Cookie War! Cookie War! And that's why humans can never get along.
You know, forget about trying to solve this case. I'm just going home. But you know what? I am not taking the bus. And next stop is Main Street, 4th and Main. Coming up next stop, please ring the bell if you want us to stop. Otherwise, we'll be going right through 4th and Main, 4th and Main. Oh, wait, nope. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't have to tap me. You can just, do you need pay? I'm sorry.
I need to stop at the next stop.
No. You don't tell me that you have to ring the bell. You have to pull the.
I'm
No, you're
pressing your
hitting.
shoulder,
My
and
shoulder is not the bell. My shoulder is really not the bell. In fact, you're making a little indentation there that's starting to hurt. Ow. Okay, look. I will reach back there and I will. I mean, I'm not supposed to beat on a customer, but this wouldn't be the first time. So, word of warning: ring the goddamn bell because we are now at Second and Main. Second and Main.
Oh, that bing, 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 bing.
You don't need. You don't make a bing sound. You pull the bell to make a bing sound.
I'm pressing. Keep your hands on the steering wheel.
My hands haven't been on the steering wheel.
Oh no!
We're just going off in random directions now.
Bing,
oh my God! Into the water! Oh! All right, I'm ready to go into the water to get the bodies. I hope they're not too deep. And is there anything I should know before I dive into the water? Any last words of advice, Captain?
Well, when you go into the water, you can only carry your own body mass worth of people up. So choose carefully.
That's your advice.
That's right. If you're gonna be rescuing someone, well, obviously they're dead already, but if you're gonna be carrying a corpse upon your back, you need to make sure it's the right one because you're gonna be associated with that one for life. The photographers are out. If you pick someone who is, say, ugly, your face is gonna be associated with their face. So if I'm going to give you one word of advice, and I realize that's more than one word, that's quite a lot of advice in one go. If I was to give you one connected amount of sentences of advice, it would be go into the water, select the corpse that you want to be most associated with in the media, put them upon your back, bring them out, smile for the camera, and make sure they're pretty. Maybe make them smile too, just push the edges up around the corner of their face, these muscles here. Just give them a bit of a smile. Because that smile is going to go down in history. You're going to be on the pages of the paper forever.
Captain, just a quick question. This is the bus that fell into the, and this was a 99 downtown bus. Do you think that there could have been anyone attractive on that bus whatsoever? I mean, these were all people on a bus.
Now you say that, I've changed my words of advice.
Wait. I think it still works.
No, it doesn't work. No.
Still works. It's just instead of bringing up the most beautiful, I bring up the least ugly.
The least ugly. I've never thought of it that way. When I rescued the beauties back in '63, I had a whole array. Who would have thought a whole bus full of page 3 girls would have fallen into the ocean at the same time and needed rescuing? But I just picked the best looking ones. I've never really imagined the least ugly.
Captain, I need to get you back to the present time. I don't have the luxury that you had of picking the most beautiful. I don't imagine
they were all models. They were all models.
Look, this bus wasn't full of beauty contests. This wasn't a Miss Universe bus. This was a 99 downtown bus, full of the despair of the inner city. There's nothing but hideous lives, wrecked and ruined in a hideous fashion, currently rotting on the bottom of the bay. And I'm gonna pull them up one body, one kelp strand at a time. I'm not expecting much, goddammit.
Oh, look, there's one floating just now.
I'll pick that one. I'll take that one. Okay, that
kind of an
easy.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Oh, good. I got that one. Thank you so much, Captain. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you took my word of advice.
And that's
our show.